And we're live. Hello. Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Everybody, look who we have. It's Kevin. Yay!
Sonja and EQ. Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Oh,
Kevin, we're
got
so
my
excited to
alarm.
have you here.
Finally.
I
Oh,
I
my
know.
know.
goodness.
How long has it been? I know we've been trying to get you for a while now, a couple months,
Feels like a
or
decade.
I know, right? It does.
Well, tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night, indeed.
Oh, that's a
Indeed.
Oh,
song, isn't it? Tonight's the
tonight's the
night.
night. Yeah, I think so.
I think
It's
so.
a song.
Yeah, I think so. Um, and Kevin, wishing you a happy belated birthday. Uh,
Oh,
Yes.
got the
thank
Geminis
you.
here. We're like a week apart, and then Sherry just had hers. Sherry H.
Mhm.
All the Geminis. And Sherry, we're so sorry that you're still
Aw.
getting your butt served over there, my dear. Sending you some
Hmm.
healing and a big hugs.
Yes.
We hope you heal quickly.
Do you know that I was doing this thing with Geminis and I did a little bit of research about mediumistic and Gemini connection? There are a lot of mediums that are Geminis, like a considerable
Oh,
amount. A lot of the famous, and I've got this Pioneer deck, and a lot of them are Geminis.
Oh, that's
interesting.
interesting.
I'll have
Yeah,
to,
I
yeah.
don't think
Well,
it's a
Lisa Foster
coincidence.
said hers is on Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh,
interesting.
Lisa Foster, another
Mhm.
Gemini.
Yeah,
Lots of Geminis.
that is so interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to like dive deeper into actually like
Yeah,
putting some together, but I feel like, and even intuitively, I feel like there's a lot more that I'd probably find, but yeah,
yeah.
there's
I
quite a
often
few.
wondered, like, out of all of the signs, which ones are the most intuitive? Is it the water signs, like they say, like the
Mm,
Scorpios or the Cancers or the Pisces, because they're water, and then water's
yeah,
intuitive, the moon, kind of a thing. But I don't know. But then listening to what you're saying, you never
yeah.
know.
Someone should do a
I'm sure
research
each
paper.
sign has its own little secret power,
Hmm.
little magic.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and
Its
Chris
own little
Martin says
superpower.
hers is on the 16th.
Oh, look at that.
Chris
So cool.
Martin, mine's on the
Mhm.
16th of June. So
Of June,
Yeah,
Gemini as
yeah.
well.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool. Well, happy early birthday.
Indeed,
Hmm.
indeed. So who else do we have in here? We said saw Sherry and Sharon Sipe, of course. Hey Sharon.
Hi,
And
Sharon.
Connie B.O. She says, hello, ladies, and handsome Kevin.
Wow. I'll take it.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Hi,
Thank you, Connie.
Teresa, Lisa Foster, and of course,
Mhm.
our girl,
Hey,
Lisa, Spirit
Lisa.
Intuitive Tarot.
Hello. Meow. I heard
Oh,
the
and
kitty.
Harmony's
And
here.
Harmony
And
saying
Harmony. She's like,
hello to everybody. Hi,
don't forget
Glittery
me.
Rose. And Paola. Anybody that's out there lurking, don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're here.
Hmm.
And yeah, how was everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend?
I did. Can't you see the glow?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay,
No,
Kevin.
I don't. Wait,
Oh.
I don't
Oh,
know what
do
that looks
tell.
like anymore. Glow?
I
What's a
was
glow?
just saying.
Wait, what was it?
What's a glow?
Do tell.
Now you got naughty, naughty, naughty. Getting
We'll
some
talk after.
relaxation, some R&R. Yes.
Relaxation.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got
Self
it. Well, you
care.
look relaxed.
You guys are so funny.
Awesome.
Well, Miss
Congratulations.
Sonja.
Yeah, right.
Now, I saw some of your pictures. You had a very fun weekend. So tell everyone what you did.
Oh, you're talking about me? Oh, okay. I'm like, she's talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
Evelyn.
let's
like,
get off of me now. I'm
mine was
putting this
basic. That
down
is
on you.
definitely not
Give it to
funny.
you.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Kevin.
Yeah, it was. It's so funny for those that were with me with my coffee chat on Friday morning. I was talking about I wore my shirt that said "Think Happy Thoughts" because I was just dreading the weekend from a planning perspective. Plus, just getting over COVID, I was tired. I didn't want to have to do everything, so it was stressing me out. I was getting like real like crotchety about it. And then I said, okay, I'm going to change my mindset. I'm just, going to take it day by day. And it turned out to be better than I thought it would be. And that's what happens when you change your mindset on those kind of things and get out of that energy. And I probably would have even had a better time if I had more energy, but I was just ready to come home and get into bed. Yesterday was the parade. It was very festive. It was a lot of fun. I slept so hard last night, woke up at 4 a.m. because I think I slept so hard. My body was like, okay, we can get up now. But anyhow, I have to do it all over again next weekend, but it's just one day. And, but yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm happy that I got through it. I'm happy that everything turned out to be a success. Everything fell into place. So
in the baseball game, you did good, right? It was okay.
I got beers. So, I just, baby went to the corner with the beers and I was just like, let me know when the game's over so we can go home.
Oh no, you sound like Kavanaugh now. I like beer.
Yeah.
Got my beer.
Give me beer.
Was it a professional baseball game?
It was. We had a event at the LA Dodgers game. And so we had a fundraiser event there, which was really nice. They ended up surprising us with a check that we weren't expecting to get, which was nice for the org. And so everybody knows what I'm talking about, I work for a nonprofit organization called Raise a Child, and it's predominantly working with the LGBTQ plus community, but all prospective parents that are interested in fostering and adopting. So we were having it's a beautiful organization. I've been with them for about 6 years. I do all the events. I'm the event planner there. So, so yeah.
Thank you. That's wonderful, Sonja.
Yeah,
I love that.
Thank you.
That's so meaningful.
And what did you get into? Anything fun?
What did I do? I had a lot of readings. I was like, what day is it today? I'm kind of there. I have a week off of, I say a week off, but I'm doing lots of readings, a week off of the salon. So, just gives me a bit more time, but I did probably a half a dozen readings, and then the weather was so I was outside. We like to, my partner and I love to, we're probably 20 minutes outside the city, and so we're in the wilderness, and so walking, we just go outside the door, and we're in nature. So we spent a lot of time in our own neighborhood. And then the grass, oh my gosh, I think that we've had so much rain. I was mentioning that earlier to Sonja and EQ backstage, and the grass is crazy. In a matter of like 3 days, we had to cut the grass again.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Out of this world. So, mowing the lawn and gardening and vegetables, started a little vegetable garden. So just, the balance of life, we're in contribution, and then it's like, it's good to just, for me, it's good to just zone out and, listen to music and books and do things outside. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Kevin, when you were talking about where you live and all the scenery, I was thinking of, oh my gosh, it's like a postcard, really nice, seasonal, beautiful, woody area postcard. And then I thought about, what's that movie called? Is it The Notebook? Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I never saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Get your Kleenex.
Mm-hmm. It's nice, but just that serene, I believe there was a part in the movie where, wasn't it like it was on a river or a lake or something that they would go to, like a cabin house, kind of like?
Yeah. I vaguely remember. I think it might have been a lake,
or something. Mm-hmm. But anyways, when you were talking, just my mind went to that whole scene. I was like, oh my God, I love that.
Mm-hmm. We can, we're a little bit higher elevation. And so we can see the ocean. And then the mountains, we can actually see the Olympic Mountains in the US from where we're, across the water.
That's super cool.
Yeah, so wave at you. Telescope. But it is.
You do it now.
I know, right?
Totally.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Hey, everyone who's just joining us. Hey, Ron and Aiden reads tarot. Hello, Teresa. Kristen Lewis. Hello. And Ron, big bro, good to see you. So in a minute, we're going to start taking questions. So if you have a question, in a couple minutes here, just start put like question all in big caps with emojis and all of that good stuff there. But Kevin, tell us about you. Tell us about your channel. Let the people know. I know most of the people. Let the people know. I think a lot of the people already know, but for those that don't.
Yeah. Where to begin? Maybe I'll just.
Now, were you born? Let's ask you this: were you born with your gift, or did it take you time later on to develop and run?
I think I feel it was a natural ability that I discovered like through life and being young and not fully understanding, but remembering different experiences I had would. I feel like it was a natural ability, and I feel how that. How we unveil it is through our experiences, and as we mature and we emotionally, expand, I think that awareness and that ability continues to unveil. So, yeah, it was interesting. I was always a different child, and I mean, would have experiences with my siblings and my parents that they kind of went like, "Where did that come from?" And so yeah, I think as I would say a pivotal moment would have been when I was 14, and I had imaginary friends. But when you check in with the adults, or you say like, "Oh, this was my experience," and they're going like, "Wait a minute, that was your imagination." They unknowingly or unintentionally kind of can stifle that development, if you will. So I would say 14 years old was when I had an experience with my paternal grandmother, and she sat at the end of my bed, and I saw her like I'm seeing both of you. And she explained to me that she was leaving. And I was curious. I was always a curious kid. And I said, "Well, where are you going?" And she said, "Well, I have to go." And she said, "You'll see me again. And this is what's going to happen." And she then described how the next kind of, day was going to go, including her passing. And so when we got up the next day, I had already known. And so when I could tell the energy of my mom and dad was a little bit different. Well, I ended up telling them what had happened, and they were just like, "Wait a second, like how do you know this?" And so I feel like in that moment, something happened where I really knew. And then from that, I would say I was always aware of things, before they happened, or going into a room, I could sense, the upset with this person, or the energy of people. And yeah, so I would say about 7 or 8 years ago, I'm a hairdresser, and I still am a part-time hairdresser. And one of my clients, who's now one of my closest, dearest friends, she asked me. She said, "Do you want to take this class? There's these two ladies that are mediums." And I was like, "Oh no." And she was like, "Oh, okay." Anyway, she kept coming back every 5 or 6 weeks, and probably about maybe 4 to 6 months down the road, she said it again, and I heard it at that time. And in reflection, I owned a salon. I was out of the salon more than I was in the salon, with all of these contracts. I worked in the US, I worked in Canada, I did, all the fashion weeks and all of this stuff. I just didn't have the time, in reflection, to dedicate to learning something new.
Right.
And so she says it again. I take this class, and from that kind of day, I feel like it was the first class. The two ladies, they saw something in me. They invited me into their home circle. It started with just the three of us. It expanded, and yeah, I just feel like it's continued to develop and unveil since really, dedicating to the, being disciplined and being in the practice. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
So awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
Cool.
So talk about your channel.
Oh yeah,
And
my
tell
channel.
people, yeah.
You know what's so funny? Someone can help me in this. I think it's called the Healing Medium because I think that I changed the name. I'm pretty certain. But I mean,
Yes, I
it wouldn't
believe
be
it
unlike
is.
me to to mess something like that up. And I think someone put it in the chat, which I thank you so much when you post things like that for me.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna post
so
it
kind.
again, and it is called the Healing Medium.
Yes, yes. And you know, it to me, it's a way of showing up and being in contribution and connecting with people and that, you know, community that I think we all hunger for, and especially in these times. And so it just felt like the right time, if you will, to really step into that. And so it's been wonderful. I think I just got over 250 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every one of them. Yeah. And to me, it's less about the numbers and more about the connection. And so, of course, as we know, I think around that 500, we can, you know, really be in communication. So, of course, I'm kind of goal oriented. So I'm shooting for 500.
Oh yeah, you'll get there in no time for sure.
So
Good for you. That's wonderful. Well, we're excited for you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take a quick
thank you.
pause. I want to go feed her because I keep having to put my mic off because
Okay.
She wants her kibble.
For mama duties.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, kitty.
Perfect. 100 degrees in Tucson, Connie. Yikes.
Oh my goodness. That's hot.
Hey, Mama Bear. And Rose, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're here. So, Kevin, let me ask you this question. Where do you see yourself, or where would you like to see yourself be in about 5 years, let's say?
Oh, wow. You know what? I'll just go with actually where I can honestly answer this. I don't look too far ahead, Sonja. I really don't. I do set like small goals, but I find the more time I spend out there in like, you know, anything kind of past 6 months to a year, I get anxious, and I tend to really lose focus, and the fear creeps in, and I don't like that feeling. So I've learned to set my goals a little bit smaller. And I've really focused on how I want to feel. And if I can maintain this is where I want to be in 5 years. This is where I want to be in 10 years. So
I love that. I love that you've taken it and you've made it in more smaller, chewable bites for yourself.
Yeah. And that just works for me. I have friends that are like 5 years out.
I like that. That's more my style as well, because I get overwhelmed, and when I get overwhelmed, I shut down.
Yeah. And I've learned to give myself permission without any kind of like explanation or like really, you know, being hard on myself about changing my mind. And if something's not bringing me joy and more comfort in the moment, I can change my mind. And so I tend to be really committed. That home circle I was talking about, I had sat in that home circle for upwards of 3 years, and I think I missed 2 sessions. And it was every single Tuesday. So, you know, the commitment part of me, I like to show up and I like to be consistent in that. But the older I get, I find I allow it to be what it is. And I try not to be too judgy on that.
Good for you. Yeah. We need to take care of ourselves and not beat ourselves up on a regular basis. That's right, Connie. Everyone has a right to change their mind.
Yeah, unapologetically at times. You know? Yeah. Aiden, I saw Aiden asked something about, I have to go back to this. He said that he heard that in Canada, we have milk in a bags. When I was a kid, my nickname was Calf. I used to drink a copious amount of milk. And you're right, they did. They came in bags. And I believe it's still available. I don't drink milk any longer. I probably just drank too much as a kid, but I think it's still an option.
Oh, that's interesting. Milk in a bag.
Yeah, they used to put it in these like plastic kind of containers, and it had a handle, and then you'd cut the little tip off of it, and that would be the milk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's almost like the wine in the bottle. I mean, the wine in a bag, the
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take
Do
the
you mean
wine.
those pillow things? Those silver pillows? Didn't you ever do that after the adults had the wine in the box, and that you took the box off and inside was that silver bag?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
we would fight over it. We were like, I want it. Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
totally. It's like the party gift.
Hello, Margaret and Mary. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, guys.
So we have a few questions. We'll go ahead and get started on these, and we may be able to take a couple more as well as they come in. This is who I have. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. After Aiden, I have Glittery Rose, then Lisa Foster, and then Paola. That's who I have. So if you didn't hear your name and you put a question in there, please repost. So Aiden's trying to go on vacation next week.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
And my brother's at camp. So I have the option to stay home by myself or travel. Top option is California. Wow. The one thing I will say about traveling by yourself is it's exciting, it's fun, but you have to be mentally prepared to do that. Like I can, for some people don't like to. So it all depends on your comfort level, I would say. If you feel comfortable or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, then to go for that. But I say it's a mental thing that you definitely want to make sure that it's something that you want to do because it's going to make it that much more enjoyable for you. But I will pull some cards.
I love what Connie B says. She said, go to California and meet up with the Soul Sisters.
Yes, absolutely. Of course.
Yeah. So I had a card just to pop out of the deck. And this is actually the good luck card. So this talks about fulfillment, wishes, happiness, unexpected happiness, good fortune. So I feel like if you do decide to travel, I think luck's going to be with you. It looks like you probably have But I have a funny feeling. I've got the marriage card at the bottom of my deck. So it kind of makes me feel like you might end up meeting some people or just having a good time with people that you're going to hang out with. So far, everything's positive. Oh my goodness.
I just realized we didn't pull a card for the collective, but we'll do that at the end.
The collective.
I got two more cards that also just popped out. So I would just say.
So did I.
Did you really? But they're just popping everywhere. I know.
Okay.
So Aiden, I got the owl. So the owl is, I did just be smart about it. And I think, since you've traveled to Germany by yourself before, just be smart and go within your inner knowledge. If things don't seem right, then they're probably not right, and go purposeful. I got the card of purpose. So if you go, have a roadmap, basically, like where are you going, where are you going to stay at? Make sure you let people know, where you're going to be at, numbers, whoever, all that good stuff, what hotel, or if you're going to do an Airbnb or whatever. But yeah, so far I'm just getting go for it.
Yeah. California is expensive, Aiden. It is pricey here, unfortunately.
As I read the question, Aiden, what I heard first of all was that and I know it's easier said than done, but this is what I heard Spirit say, was to not take anything personally. And sometimes that's really challenging to see people as they are and to not take it personal. But that's what Spirit is. And I don't think that answers your question, obviously. But as I connected with your energy, that's where Spirit wanted the attention to be first and foremost. And then I did pull some cards around the trip and the potential of the trip, and there is some uncharted sea. So it's like, to me, that card it kind of represents the duality of perspective. And so you could go on this trip, and I feel like this time is actually going to be, it feels very therapeutic, and an opportunity for a bit of self-growth, and okay, and a little bit of self-growth and a bit of a release. So like they said, to be careful about it and to be strategic, and just doing your things, or just being responsible about it, for anybody that's traveling by themselves, which I know you are really responsible. But it feels good. It feels good, and it actually feels like there might be a few things that surprise you in it, within the release aspect, and your perspective around things that are occurring currently for you. So, but yeah, it feels good. It feels good if you decide, and you're so powerful in that. If you decide to do it, you will. So, safe travels. Mm-hmm.
Hey. All right. Oh, I could be saying this. All right. So after Melody, I have your question. Margaret, I have your question. And I have Chris Martin's question. We're going to close it after that, just to make sure that we get through the ones that we have. If we have time, then we may take another one, but we'll see. So, Aiden, this is kind of what I was talking about, the magnetism card. What you're going to put out is really, what is it that you want? What do you want to experience? Are you good with traveling alone? What is it that you want to do? You got to be really clear on what you would like to experience and doing that. Letting go. Here is the fluid card, the outer core. Letting things just roll off of you. For instance, and this has been going on for a lot of people that I know that are traveling right now. There have been some trip delays and cancellations and things of that nature. So those type of things, those things may occur. You got to let it roll off of you. But ultimately, go in the direction you want to go. I have the building card. And I was wondering if this one would pop up, and it was at the base of my deck here. That's my adventure card. So it's about you setting that intention of what you would like to experience, what you want to do, and making the decision to do it. Everything looks good for me if that's a choice that you make. And if you do, make sure you reach out and say hello.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good luck to you, Aiden. Okay. I love this name, Glittery Rose.
Oh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
My family and I keep seeing a little girl with brown hair in our dreams. We call her Hannah.
Oh boy.
Who is she? I'm laughing, Glittery Rose, because I had a we'll say spirit, lack of better words, and her name was Hannah. So I find that very interesting.
Very interesting. I just got like chill bumps on that.
Yeah.
And when you say your family, Glittery Rose, do you mean like your immediate family? Like, I'm just curious because I'm drawn to your mom, so I'm not sure if she's in that as well, but maybe you could let us know in the chat. Okay, that came out.
I don't know. I'm getting this feeling, or heard something, that she may be actually someone that's attached to the home there.
Funny you say that, because as soon as you said that, I got house. Yeah. Same way. I was like, no, she's attached to the house.
Yeah, I think she's they said that she's part of the house. She's I think it's someone that used to maybe even have lived there or has some type of attachment, something to the home.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to go with this because I'm feeling the same way. It's the very first card as Sonja was talking about that I pulled was about the house. So the energy is within the house. And this talks about, this could be secrets, learning something. So again, it's next to the house. So it's about like a disclosure from the home, letters, communication. So that's her communicating, being attached to the home. Now this is going to be really interesting. The very last card I got is the child. Look at the little child.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Surrender.
And so this is about surrendering. This is also the way I look at it is help her to send her back. I feel like she's just, I hate to say trapped or stuck because I don't believe that. I just think it's a state of mind, even in there and where they're at. Oh no, look, I got the same
stop it.
Yeah. And I feel like let me just read what this says here. This says, release the false narrative and take back your wings. I feel like you can help her to surrender so she can go and move on to her next level where she needs to go. And then there's all of these 3 cards here. I am brave enough to see the light. We need to help her to see the light. So she needs to go to the light. And I'm getting empower yourself to change your narrative. And again, release the false narrative. She has the false narrative. She needs help. And there's the offer. So this is the bouquet. And I feel like you can offer that to her with love and light. So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off of that because I got the mountain with the anchor. And I think she's been having a challenge and she's anchored where she is right now. But she is brave enough to see the light. I think she's just not quite sure. I have the moon for her as well and the bear card, the card of strength. So she's heavily into her emotions right now. I think she's just kind of thrown off a little bit. The base of my deck, I have the tower with the child.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
The tower with the child. So, yeah. And got the clouds as well. But I think that with help or even just and help in the sense of, not this saying that you have like to have this big old ceremony or anything like that. Help could be with just prayers. Just for prayers and asking maybe your guides or, the family, just asking for assistance to help her. Talk to the house, ask the house, like help this little girl to be able to see the light. She's ready. She's brave enough to see it.
And I would also want to add to that, Sonja, real quick. Before you guys go to sleep, so she comes in your dreams right before you go to sleep, set the intention of speaking with her and letting her know it's okay to go to the other side. It's okay to go to the light, that she has loved ones on that side waiting for her, that she can release this moment, this house, all, whatever she has here, it's okay. She can go. So in a lovely way, you say it however you feel is necessary, but just do it before you go to sleep.
Yeah. This one's interesting to me, and I had to keep asking and asking, and I wanted to go to your energy and your family, and then I was also like equally drawn to her energy. And I feel like she was highlighting 2 years ago and 12 years ago. And in it, I do feel that there is, it feels like there's a duality in it where there is healing that is occurring in it. So I feel like it's her offering as well as yours. And I do feel like, I feel a strong sense of healing around it. And I get that there's, in the release is what I'm hearing, in the release, meaning you don't have to you can be in this exchange if you want to, or you can release it. And I don't think that it's necessarily right or wrong either way is what I get, but there is some inner peace at it. So if you choose to release, it does feel really peaceful around it, not only for you, but also for her. So yeah, this one's a really fascinating one. I can we wait for like an hour on this one? Yeah, but it just around it as before, and that's what I forgot to say. Thank you for reminding me. Just the feeling of love around it. It feels very like family oriented, like you said, and I feel like the extension of that healing is not only just for the household. I feel like it's expansive. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that resonates.
Yeah.
Margaret says, I had that happen to me in my first apartment. The spirit was looking for her daughter who lived in the apartment before me. I spoke to her in my dream and she left.
Oh.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Great
question. That was good.
Yeah.
That's a very good one. Beautiful energy around that. And I saw some, hi Kiba. I don't know if you were, oh, and the other Kevin. I don't know if you were saying hi to me.
Yeah, the other Kevin. Hey, other
Hi,
Kevin.
Hi, Marsha Green. Okay, this is for Miss Lisa Foster.
Lisa.
A birthday card for the birthday
You can. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay. Okay.
Oops. Miss Lisa Foster, I intended to pick one of these cards for you, but 3 fell out. So give me a number, 1, 2, or 3. Because it's a message from the universe. Let me know if you want 1, 2, or 3.
I chose 3 too.
No, that's fine. You can. I'm just doing something different here. My intention was for 1 card. So you do as many cards as you like. All right, number 2.
Thank you.
All right. So number 2, this is your message from the universe. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love.
Oh,
so
this is perfect.
Allowing yourself to step out of fear and into love. Beautiful. And then I picked 3 cards around that, which is new beginnings, igniting your passion with things that serve you, serve the home. That's the comfort card.
Oh.
So bringing in that passion with new things, they're going to warm your heart. And I know she's a dog walker too. So look at that. Look at that dog. So that's your birthday message from me.
I love it. So this, I think, pivots off your card, Sonja. It's the lion card. And so it's presenting courage. And it feels like there's areas in your life where you could really step into that courageous lion energy and the medicine that the lion offers, and just really trusting yourself in that and asking for what you want. So I know that there's an area that there's potential for that, to ask for what you want. It's there for you. And the other 2 cards were the choices card and the simplify your life card. So it just tells me that there's areas in your life where you're just in full decision. And that is sometimes, it can feel really good and exciting. And then on the flip of that, it can be kind of like overwhelming. So to really just settle into the areas of your life where you can powerfully embody the feeling that you want as well as the choice, and you'll be soaring with you know what I mean, just soaring. What's that reaping the benefits. Sounds weak, but it seems beyond that. So just really stepping into with the courage in these choices that I feel are presenting themselves for you at this time. But happy early birthday, my Gemini
Yes, I
sister.
love that.
So Lisa, mine goes pretty much in with these two. I have from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and you actually got one of the best cards of the deck. This is all about milk and honey. So I'm going to read that. This talks about the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more lucid than ambitious, when all of your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in an authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to nourish in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are living a part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. That's wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy
Great
birthday.
messages.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Lisa.
Happy birthday. Woo. And Chris Martin. Okay. Miss Paola, a love reading. I'm talking to someone. Do I have a future with him? So, Paola, what I'm getting is that, yes, there is the possibility. There's always possibility, right? But I feel like there's going to be some things that you may actually question a little bit. Some things that you may feel that you need clarity for yourself. And it doesn't feel like anything really major, but just kind of like things that, it's kind of like if, and this is just not what I'm seeing here, but like if someone's biting their nails and that's a habit that you don't like, and you're like, that's something I absolutely cannot deal with, like something along those lines. Like it might be some things that you have to reevaluate for yourself of deciding what's important to you and what isn't important to you is what I'm getting with that. So I'll pull some cards and see what comes up.
I got some very interesting cards here, but I'm going to pull another deck because I just want to verify this is what I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, I just did a quick pendulum read. My pendulum actually said no, but I must see what the cards.
I'll go with just to. I have this feeling of it's like you're gonna really know either way in a short period of time. I feel like you might have, because I know how intuitive you are, that you're aware just a few little, and it doesn't feel big, and it feels potentially workable. But like Sonja was getting just a little feeling of where you kind of went like, hey, I thought you said this, but then you said, I don't know, there's just some little discrepancy, if you will. And that's okay. So, yeah. So just around, I feel like it's verbal. So I feel your awareness around that is bang on. Yeah. So I'll start with that. And again, I'll pull a few cards as well. Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that I got from my motives, I was asking, what is his motives as it relates to you? So the first thing I got was don't trust. Okay. So, and I was like, okay. And then I got, you need to be in awareness. I got awareness. And then I got trap you. So that's why I was like, oh, right. And then at the bottom of that deck, I got he's transforming, meaning he's going to change. He might act like, oh, I'm all into you, everything is great, and then he gets you where he wants you, and then he changes up on you. And right after that, I got the sly one. So he's not to be trusted. I feel like he's not really the right one for you right now. And what I got is shift you, meaning he's trying to get what he can from you and make you what he wants. But I don't think you're going to get what you want. And the last card I'm going to pull, and that's just it, is suspicious. Be suspicious of him. That I don't think he's being truthful. Yeah. These cards are just talking every time I keep going. And this is you sitting mad. I just feel like if you continue the way and you're not looking at the red flags, you're going to end up being pretty pissed.
I feel like she's already seen some of these red flags. You know, sometimes we see them and we know them. And I feel like this is what I was feeling into as far as you trying to decide, like, okay, is this right for me or not? You know, is this, and that's probably the reason why you're asking the question too, because of these red flags that you're already starting to take notice of. I got the coffin card for you, the coffin and the bear, which is an ending and new beginning. So either it's the ending of, you know, this relationship, something new, or the ending of you setting your boundaries or having that conversation, whatever conversation that is for you with this individual, to make sure that if this is the person you want to move forward with, that there's an understanding. However, with that said, I got the ship and the woman. I don't know. I have a feeling that you're going to make a choice and that you're going to walk away. I have one more card, the letter, and I feel like you might even do it by text message.
Hit the road, Jack.
And you know what? Everything's going to be okay. Look what's at the base of the deck here. I have just breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe. As I always share with people, you want to be with someone that you know, you feel like you can go to sleep most evenings without worrying or stressed out about this individual. It's like you just know that this person's there for you, that they care for you. You don't have all these crazy suspicions and different things. When you can feel at peace, then I feel like, you know, that's when you can be like, okay, maybe this is the right person for me. So,
yeah.
What'd you get, Kevin?
I tapped more into the feeling of it, and what I feel it's like someone feels a lot. They feel a lot deeper into it, and the other one is not, and that's often. But I feel like it's quite unbalanced, if you will, is the feeling that I get from it. And not to say that can't shift, but I feel there's a component of past relationship and healing that's coming into it. And I don't know if that's for him or for you or for both, but I'm aware of the spirit, so making me aware of that. And then just the one card that I pulled on it was the release card. And maybe that's not saying that it's going to end, but just release the expectations and release the release. Just being okay with, you know, accepting not only what you're kind of feeling around it, but if you're picking up on certain things that you can, you know, I do feel that there will be a release around it. So, yeah.
We're giving you a hug.
Yeah.
Relationships are not easy, and you know, you have free will. So it's up to you what you choose to do. But girl, as I always tell people, be the queen that you know you are. You know, don't allow people to take that title away from you. So you deserve all things beautiful. So blessings to you. Okay. Oh, we have the other birthday.
Oh, Chris Martin.
Okay. What is the best birthday gift to myself this year?
Wow. Okay.
Oh, what is the best birthday
trip? A trip. Some of the mine's always going to be a trip. I love traveling, so
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna pull one of my self-care cards. Let's see what comes up.
Well, what I'm getting is you know how if you don't have a bucket list, I have a bucket list, and I would say put together a list of things that you would love to do. They're like must. Some that are you're like, hey, if I did this, that'd be cool with it. But if not, that's okay. But it's still fun to do. So just make a list of something that you would love to do. And depending on what your situation is, go for whatever's on that list that's doable that you really would like to do.
I like that idea.
Yeah, like to just around the freedom to allow yourself to create your own happiness, you know, really just stepping into that. Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're saying, and your health, and that don't take that as being alarming. We all need to take care of our health, and we need to do that always. You know, it shouldn't just be a once in a while thing. So, yeah.
Chris says ice cream.
Yeah.
Have an ice cream party. And if you're not into having gatherings yet, you can always get all your friends and do a Zoom ice cream party. Tell everybody to roll up with their favorite scoop of ice cream and have some ice cream, play some games. Just an idea.
Wow. That's so funny. The first card that I got was the 4 of Cups. She's like, she just doesn't know. Like, whatever. I don't know. She's all these ideas, and she's like, I don't know. Nope, don't want it. Next. But I feel like there is one that she's going to finally accept. And then the next card I got was the celebration card. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
So I think this is about you being out in nature, you having fun, being around, you know, people. It doesn't have to be a large group of people, but also maybe being around family that makes you happy. So I feel that. And the last thing I got is the 9 of Cups, which is like an awesome card. This is wishes coming true. So it goes back to look at all those cups. It's all about which cup do you want that's going to give you this happiness. And you're going to feel really good. I think you are. So I'm kind of also feeling you might do a little traveling. Yeah. I've got the 10 of Swords. So your back's turned, you're walking away, but I'm feeling like you may do some traveling, possibly. That's what I got.
Nice. Where are you located, Chris, too? I'm curious. Guess who's traveling?
Yeah, take a vacation.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's about you, Chris. You're in Ohio. Okay, so it's about you and how you're going to come at this. How do you? And my cards are showing that because I got your single life. Even if you're not single, it's not about that. It's about you, you know, and doing something for you. It says your singleness is an opportunity to spend quality time with yourself. So really figuring out, not worrying about anybody else, this one here, that one there, or this one over here. It's about what does Chris want? What does Chris like? Even maybe those means going back to when you were single. What did you do that you may not be doing now, other than if you're married, sleeping with someone else? Or none of that. But I have own your power. Look at that. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power and then celebrate yourself. So I think it's more of you getting in that mindset. This says you've come a long way. Take a moment to celebrate yourself. So it's about you changing that energy and wanting to do what feels good for you and not thinking about anybody else. But then I had to pull one more to get something a little bit more definite. And that's when I pulled take a vacation. Take time to escape all of your life obligations to recharge yourself. So, and that can be, you know what, that could be a, what do they call those? A staycation. Maybe picking a really nice hotel in your town there and spending the night over there, you know, ordering room service or something like that. People always think they have to go all these long distances and things of that nature. Not true. Not true.
Backyard camping.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah. Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, have a barbecue. Invite people over that you love.
Mm-hmm.
As I tapped into your energy, I saw all these children around you. And so I don't know if that is literal that there are children around you, but I feel the joy around the children. And so Spirit's actually prompting you to go into that inner child and like bring out the joy and the inspiration and the things that light you up. That's what they want you to gift yourself. So the card, I pulled a couple of cards to mirror what Sonja said, coming into power. And that just goes with that freedom that they first kind of mentioned about you choosing what that looks like for you at this point in your life, and just really taking risks. You know, this is the time, and we can do that safely and be in the movement of, you know, doing the things that bring us joy that we've put on a timeout for so long. That's what they're encouraging you to do at this time, to really step into that, and gift yourself. They keep saying, gift yourself the joy and the things that you have inspiration for. Begin them. Let that be now, is what they're saying. So happiest of
Very nice.
early birthdays to you.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next up
All right.
is
Well, wait. I think we have to sing the song though for Chris.
Happy
Well, I did throw her in at
birthday
the end.
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Chris.
Happy birthday. Hey, Chris. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Woo!
Oops. Okay. And by the
Margot.
way, I always forget to put the little banner that this is for entertainment purposes only.
Mhm.
Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Guys, leave us comments. Let us know how, you know, if we did a past reading for you. Keep us updated on what's going on with that.
Mhm.
Upcoming shows maybe you'd like to see, or just stop and say hello.
Yeah.
Woo, say hello. Okay, so I recently changed jobs, hoping to shift into a new field. After 6 months in the new role, I am wondering if I made a mistake. What do you see for me around career?
I have been there before, so I was laughing. It's like, oh.
I think it was Renee who actually said this from Tarot Love Community. She said she doesn't say mistakes, she says missteps. And I like that because, you know, misstep means that you just might have stepped into the wrong direction, but you learn stuff along the way that you can use it to step into the direction you want to go. So
yeah, it's less about making the right and wrong and more about making next best decision. And although the circumstances can be kind of like shitty, we can learn from it. So
absolutely.
Absolutely. That's the opportunity.
You think these people that are so successful in life that they didn't make any type of mistakes or missteps?
Right. Yeah, it's all about growth. So you can definitely see how you've changed and what you've learned from it. So sometimes maybe something in the future, you might think about, oh, I might want to just hang in it a little bit longer. Is this coming from what level within me am I feeling I need to leave? You know? Is it emotional? Is it something spiritual? Are you being tugged to do it? Or are you just like tired of the job because you're just bored with the job? So you really want to deep down within yourself and figure out why are you choosing to leave? So you
Margot,
don't keep repeating that.
Sorry,
No,
you.
No. You're good.
Would you understand, like, as I'm kind of tapping into it, it feels like the environment or the culture, and then they showed me the leadership or lack of it. Would you understand that to be contributing to your uncertainty, if you will? That's what they're bringing my attention to. Because I don't feel that's going to change.
Yeah, said yes.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like they just, oh boy. they're going to lose a good one if you do decide to leave.
Mhm.
It's going to be to their detriment, if you will. I don't even know if I have to pull cards.
Yeah, I see you. I do see like you putting your resume, putting the information out there. And I do feel like there is something that's better for you. But I'm also feeling that it may take a few months. Like it's not something. So this is the beauty of always having a job, right? You can always be that person putting things out to see what's out there, to see what comes your way. It doesn't hurt for you to do that. And I think it's something that you definitely want to do. But with that said, with this position that you're in now, look at what it is that you want and not what you don't want, from that. So as you're putting that out there, as you're looking, making a list of exactly what it is that you want. Not only are we talking about money, position, we're talking about how do you want to feel when you're in that position? What does that feel like to you to get up to work and go every day? What does it feel like to be around your coworkers? What does it feel like to have the manager that you want? What does it feel like to have the upper management? So, as you're starting to put into these feelings, that what you're going to be manifesting to bring into your life so you can align yourself with the right job for next time.
Yeah, Spirit keeps showing me this river. And you were kind of floating in this river, and where the river started to separate and the land appeared, that's where you are. So I feel this resistance and like a little bit of resistance. And so your choices are that you can kind of accept this as good as it's going to get and do fine in it, or you can go the other direction, is what they're saying. So you're totally in the driver's seat in this, and that's the thing. The takeaway will be that when it doesn't feel like you're in the flow, we have choice around it, and sometimes it's difficult to actually muster up all of the energy and the stuff that it takes to make a choice and make a change. But when you're really not feeling in the flow of things, that's your opportunity to make change. So I heard November. So again, I don't think it's going to be like really. I think you could be selective, and from this experience, it's really going to benefit you in the next position. If so, that's the potential that I'm seeing at this point. Is that yes, you definitely could be in a new job.
Yeah, I do see. I'm gonna quickly show my cards, EQ, and then I'll give you the floor
Oh, go
here.
ahead.
At the base of my deck, I have the Two of Pentacles. So you're going to have to make a choice, a juggle between what it is that you want to do. But I feel that I have the King of Swords here, really stepping into your power, your strength of knowing what it is that you want. I do see an ending, a new beginning. And then I got the Ace of Cups for you. So I think the next job will be something that you do like. And then I got the Ace of Wands. I see you moving into that. I got new ventures here. So it looks good if that's the choice you choose to make.
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. I can see where she's at here. I've got the thorns and poor health, so it's really stressing her out. So I can see that there. But the good thing is I see that there is karmic justice. So there's something that's going to be made right for you. And yes, you're at the crossroads. You're trying to decide which way am I going to go? What do I want to do? Now, what was interesting is I got the card of friendship. So this card makes me feel like at the bottom of the deck, it makes me feel like you are going to be leaving toxic friends, which would be the job, the toxic relationship, and heading into something new. I pulled another deck just to kind of see. It's giving me the same thing, that you're stressed out about the job. This is the mice. This is about stress and worry, anxiety. But there is the dog and the stork. So the dog talks about friendship, an advisor, something new is coming. I got the stork, so that means something is growing. So something's going to take foot and it's going to progress. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear from maybe a friend or a friend of a friend that's going to tell you about an opportunity that you're going to hop on, and it's going to be perfect for you, at least at the moment. You're going to really like it, and it's going to be a lot better than the job you're in now, put it that way. Mm-hmm. So I think that's timing wise. I'm getting August. So I think you may make a decision about seriously leaving maybe August. And then I think after maybe the fall time into the winter, then the transitions are going to start to happen. So that's what I'm getting.
Good luck to you, Margaret. Keep us posted.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
All the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have Melody was supposed to be our last question, but I think we might be able to fit one more in. So I have Helena, I have you after that.
Okay.
All right. You see my published story being made into a movie. I sent it ages ago to a certain producer, and he is soon to be free of projects. Wow. Well, that's exciting.
Very
The
much
opportunity.
We heard the name Mark or Michael. Mark or Michael? Melody.
So, Melody, I see that there's going to be talks about it. I feel like that conversation will come up and will be discussed. But I can't really kind of see beyond that. Like I see, which was interesting because my pendulum didn't give me a straight answer either. It just kind of stood kind of still. But I do see and hear talks about that as a possibility, but I'm gonna see if my cards give me anything beyond what I feel with that.
Hi, Justin's mom.
Hi, Justin.
Nice to see you.
Hey, Justin's mom.
Did you want me to go? Because I can
go ahead. Yeah. Whoever's ready.
Yeah, I felt like it was, I pulled a couple of cards. I got the Endless Possibilities card. So I think there is a definite potential for it. But as I started to ask for more of the specifics, it felt like things started to shift. And so what I get from that is I feel like it's in someone's hands, but it's going to be passed to somebody. It's going to transform and pass to somebody else's hands, which might pass to somebody else's. Like, I don't know if the initial contact will be the one that actually makes it come to fruition, but so the Endless Possibilities, and then the last card was oh my goodness, jumping everywhere. Lots of excitement around it. The New Beginnings card. And so I do feel like there is a potential around it. But I feel I take a deep breath because it doesn't feel like instant around it. It does feel like a bit of a journey. But yeah, I do get a potential around it is what I get.
All right. Thank you.
I don't know if I'm ready yet.
Okay.
I'm ready. I can do it, but okay. So it's very close to what definitely what Kevin's saying, because I see that this is the progress. So there's going to be progress being made in movement, which is really good. This is about you putting it out there. And this is what is this? The Knight of Swords, which meaning that it's being talked about, it's being thought about, they're looking at it. Seems like there's some excitement around it. So I've got the trophy, which is really good. So I think you see that excitement. Everyone wants to, look at it, and they feel good about it. But then I feel like there's a shift or a change. Because then this is my walking away card. So I feel like there may be some people that even though they may like it, they may walk away from the deal, is what I'm getting. And I looked at the bottom of my deck, and I saw that there is going to be a lot of burdens on it. So, but there is a lot of possibility and opportunity. I just feel like it may end up going to somebody else's hands. Maybe not the people that you originally started with, this producer guy. It may end up going to somebody else. So I wanted to pull another deck just to make sure. Again, they were pretty positive. I got the writer. So this is all about communication and things that are coming your way. But then here's decisions, pathways. So that's why I said I don't think it's going to be as easy, going from, okay, the producer has time, he's going to, go ahead and decide, hey, let's do this project. I just feel like it's going to be a lot more steps in between that, or he may walk away, but someone else is going to pick it up. So, because I see a new beginning. I see that new beginning with someone else, and then I see the coffin. And the coffin is like a transformation or an ending that has to do with the very important person. That's why I said I don't think it might be this producer, but someone else.
Interesting that you said that. I'll show you in a second. The first spread that I did, I got the Hanged Man. This is a transition card, a waiting period. And I feel like you're going to be waiting for a little bit before you get an answer. But I did get the Sun, so things are going to look good. But also with that, I get the Five of Swords. So there is going to be some conflict. There's going to be some things that aren't going to be, that's going to go very smoothly. But I did get the public recognition of with the Six of Wands. So that is, again, a possibility. At the base of the deck, I have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be some things that you're going to have to make a decision on. Now, when I pulled a few of my Lenormand, and this is why I felt like I couldn't see past, the discussion, I got the Snake card, the Hidden, and also the Fox. So with the ending transformation with the Man. So I feel like this is the shift that both of them have been talking about. I feel like there's going to be some kind of shift. But then I think it's going to be someone else that comes into the picture. I have the Man. This is a card of knowledge or travel, but then I got a yes with this card. So there is definitely going to be some type of transition. There will be talks, and there's going to be opportunities. Just whether that opportunity is one that you want to take, or if it's the direction that you want to go, will be a decision that's going to be left up to you. Because I did pull a couple of decision cards here. So
yeah, she mentioned something, Boz Lerkman, who might pass it on.
Okay.
So I'm assuming she's meaning that's the producer who might pass it on to the other person, which is what we're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so, I do feel like it's going to go in multiple hands. I do feel like that.
Yeah. Well, we're sending you a lot of blessings. Good luck.
Good luck. Exciting.
Nice to see you again, Melody.
That is exciting. Get excited.
Yeah.
All right. So this is our last question of the evening, and then we'll pull a card for the collective.
Thank you, Sheila. Milk still comes in the bag. Breaking news. Thank you, Sheila.
Oh, that was great.
That's awesome.
For Helena, any messages from her guides?
Hmm.
The first thing I heard, Helena, was to be open to new things, new experiences. Are you one that has a tendency to kind of question things first, like are you one to jump in the water, or are you a person that's more like, I don't know, what's the temperature before I jump in? Because I'm seeing kind of like this questioning, and they're sharing for you just to be open, just like you don't be pleasantly surprised and just have fun, to kind of go with it. We'll pull a couple of cards too to see what I get.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same thing. I felt like she's not trusting. There's something that she really, really wants, but I feel like she's all in her head about it. And I feel like, she just needs to kind of relax and trust that everything's going to work out for her highest and best good. And it's so funny because when you were talking about the river, I actually pulled this card, which is don't push the river. So again, I think she's trying to make things happen instead of just relaxing into it and allow it to flow the way it wants to flow. And her not try to control it. Then I got the moon card next. So of course, that's all about her worries and stress and emotions along with it. Also her intuition. The moon also talks about phases. So I do feel like there is a new phase with this, whatever she's really wanting. Because I got the storks, which is movement. So I feel like there's a new phase that's going to be coming if she will allow it to be and trust that it may not look like she wants it, but it's actually for her highest and best good. If she needs to trust her intuition and trust her guides and just go with it. At the bottom, at the bottom of my deck, I got surrender. She needs to just release, let go. As they say, let go, let God, and get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm getting.
Let it go, let it flow.
That's right. Yeah.
What do you have, Kevin?
I'm curious if she's still in the chat room.
Helen, are you still with us? She came in late. In there.
Melanie had an additional question, guys, about what we just read on. So just want to make that aware for you guys if you wanted to answer that or not after we're done with Helena. She just put it in there.
I'll just go ahead with what I saw is that as I started to tap into your energy, I was aware of and I don't like to tell people what their guides look like or what the experience might be. I feel like that's for us to discover. And in that, I was aware, I'm just going to contradict myself, but I saw
never heard anything I just said, but let me try that.
But I saw an angelic being behind you, and they were embracing you. And so I guess my question would be, would you identify that as one of your guides? And so that was going to be my question. And they drew attention to the healing of your heart, and not in a medical way, but just in an emotional way. They drew the attention to the healing of your heart, and they opened up, or she opened up. I felt it was a female energy, and she opened up this storybook, and there was blank pages, and what the invitation is for you to write your own story. At this point in your life, I feel like They're bringing my awareness to patience. So kind of like what EQ was getting, just this opportunity for transformation. It's right there. And it requires just a little bit of a deep breath and a sense of patience to really step into it. It's right there for you. And I feel like it's reflective of your dreams, whether you've spoken of them or you're just, it's the dreams that you daydream of. That's for the taking is what they're saying. So just really being in that energy of all of that transformation, it feels really good. So that would be the message that I'm getting for you.
And I just love that because I have the sun, the light here. This is a card of yes, a card of healing, and you expressing and showing your light to step more into that, to go more with the flow, right? Look how the light of the sun is just kind of oozing down. It's just flowing. And for you to really step into that, working, trusting more of the inner core, everything coming together to bring about that peace. So as you learn to let go more and to trust, you're going to feel a lot more at peace. And I love that Kevin said breathe, because look what I got for you. The card of breath.
Yeah.
It's important to breathe. When you're feeling that little stress, feeling that little bit of, I don't even really want to say anxiety too much, but the worrying that comes with it, stuff when you get yourself worked up. Get grounded and centered, just realign yourself and just breathe. Pay attention to the breath. It's going to do you some wonders for sure. Hey, Q.
What was that?
It's on you, EQ.
I already gave it her message.
She already did.
I thought you pulled some cards.
I did.
She already did. It's okay, honey.
Guys, I had a long weekend.
We good? We good?
I told them in the beginning, I said, guys, if I go off and start doing weird stuff, then... Okay.
I'm like, did I black out?
Sonja lost track of time. I might have got beamed up for a second. I don't know what just happened just now.
Yeah, no, you probably saw me doing the cards because I was answering the question for Melanie.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, what she wanted to know, do I need to work on it more or should she wait? And so I was going to just go over what I got. So I did two spreads. I did one, should she work on it or should she wait? And what I got was definitely she needs to work on it. I got the travel card. So this is all about movement. I got the birth, which is about new beginnings, adding something new elements to it. And I've got the rare gift that this is, again, an opportunity that will be coming your way. But I do think you need to probably work on it some more. When I looked over at the other side of it, which is wait, you're not going to want to wait. It's not time for you to wait. This is karmic justice. So this is about balancing it out, you setting those boundaries. But this also makes me feel like this is the moon card. So you're not going to want to wait. I don't think it's in your best interest to wait. I think you need to hop on it now and make those changes, because the last card I got was partnership, the soulmate. Okay. But you have to move on it, and I think you do need to work on it a little bit more. Add some different elements to it. So that's what I got.
When you showed that card with the golden egg there, I was like, Daddy, I want a goose with the golden egg.
Yeah.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Veronica
Good
Veru.
movie.
Yeah.
Daddy, I want a golden egg. Love that movie.
I'll just add one thing to that. I asked for the energy of an animal to step forward, and a squirrel came up behind you, Melody. And so the energy of the squirrel is like preparation and busy and working in preparation for the change. So it's like I feel the momentum. I feel it's like there's been a break in communication, and so there's like anticipation or like just energy kind of coming from both ends, so from you and from them. So I feel like there is opportunity to step back in it in a different way that does feel like work and busyness. And so I mirror what EQ is getting in that, to really put, step into it if you want to. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just pulled one card asking, should you continue to work on it? And I got the Ace of Cups. So, yeah, it would be in your best interest to work on it. All right. So let us end by pulling a card for everyone for the week. How about we say for the week?
For the week.
What's in store for everyone this week? Let's see what we got going on. You pulled a pocket card.
I thought I'd do something really, really funny. So yes, I pulled a pocket card, and you guys are gonna laugh when you see this. So please don't get offended, guys. It is a little rough. So this is for the collective. Flirting and fucking are not the same activities. Choose wisely.
Totally.
Totally two different things for sure.
So I think this is all about choices, guys. Not necessarily that activity, but there's choices for you. And just choose wisely, and just discern between your choices and why. So.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this goes along with it. Release.
Oh, that's so funny. We picked the same. Look, and I got power.
Powerful release.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And so I asked for clarification on that, and Spirit said, "Don't make assumptions." So some of us are in this place of making assumptions and seeing it through the lens that just how we see it. We make the assumption that everybody else could see it or should see it that way. And so just being really aware of areas in your life where we're making assumption and creating a story around this assumption can be really damaging. So just really releasing that is the energy that Spirit's inviting us to step into this week. So,
yeah.
Yummy.
Standing in your power.
Yeah.
Right? Standing in who you are, believing in yourself, trusting yourself, having confidence in yourself, all of that good stuff. Just learn to stand in your power. It reminds me of sometimes when I say that, I think of Samuel Jackson. When I think he had a wallet or something, and it said "bad motherfucker" on the wallet. And it's like kind of like that, like, yeah, I know I'm a badass. I'm, like, claim your worth and just know that you are worthy and you have value. And I pulled one of my little cards here. It said, "Om sweet Om, have a meditation staycation." And then of course I had to get one more, and it says, I love this one, "Fresh out of fucks and embracing inner peace." The wine is helping.
That's awesome.
All right. So everyone have a beautiful rest of your week, and we will see you next Monday. I will be on this Wednesday night on Wellness Wednesday. I actually have my brother coming on with me.
Oh, yay.
So
nice.
if you haven't seen me with my brother, it's definitely a treat. So come join us at 5 p.m. Pacific time on sonjaraynelee. And then, of course, Coffee Chat Friday mornings. EQ, you have any things that you're posting?
I do. I've had such a busy weekend. I've got a couple of videos I'm going to be dropping this week.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then, Kevin, when are you on again?
This week, I'm still trying to sort out. Next week, for sure, a few times. This upcoming month is really busy. I am really busy, people. So yeah, I'll be posting all of those things a couple days before I do it, but you'll see me on lots of other people's channel and lots of guests on my channel. And hopefully tonight have 2 more guests, please?
Yay, of course.
Yay. Perfect. So
Of
yeah,
course.
thank you so much, Sonja and EQ, for having me on your channel. Wonderful.
Oh,
I
our
love you both
pleasure.
dearly.
Yes.
So
We're just
thank you.
thrilled that we had an opportunity to finally do this.
Let's do it again.
Absolutely. All right, everyone.
Lovely.
Hey, Pat.
Kisses
Thank you
and
to
hugs.
everybody
Hey,
in the
Pat.
chat.
We'll see you all later.
All right. Bye, everybody.